Drought in Minya, Egypt. I could not think of a better way to start my capstone but to discuss a threat that my country faces from time to time. Drought is starting to have a familiar face in Egypt, affecting local farmers the most. Establishing its name as the creeping disaster, drought has slowly been escalating in the area for the past 20 years. Today we are going to focus on the area in Egypt that has become most vulnerable to drought. Minya, located right next to the Nile, depends on the rainfall and the flooding of the Nile for water resources. However, due to an increase in population, overcrowding, antiquated irrigation systems, and of course climate change, these water supplies are starting to dwindle. Minya was also hit harder than most due to the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam that was built that rapidly catalyzed the process of the Nile canals drying out in the area. Drought can be a hard problem to tackle and often very hard to predict. It can tend to follow the pattern of wet get wetter, dry get drier. And according to the journal Near Term Climate Change Projections and Predictability, it is projected that there will be an increase in evaporation, which would have a negative effect on soil moisture. As the drought continues to get worse in Minya, the Nile canals will dry out and the crops will die. This drought obviously has drastic consequences to the farmers living in the area. Minya has been struggling due to the fact that most of its residents are farmers that depend on their crops for income. However, with the decrease of soil moisture and availability of water resources becoming less, these crops are dying. These crops are dying. For these farmers, the Nile is their source of life, and with these canals drying out, it could mean their death. One of the solutions has been to take back 1 billion hectares of the desert land and use it for farming. However, experts have been quick to judge this solution as unrealistic because it will require 80 billion cubic meters of water, which is more than the water that the Nile contains. Unfortunately, with the problem of drought increasing in places like Minya, it is expected to see new problems rise, like the shortage of food due to the failing agriculture systems.